All right, so this article, voter turnout lowest in decades.
Disappointing, but not surprising.
What does it mean, Jim? What
Well,
does
like I say, hardly surprising, because what is less interesting than politics right now? The discussions going on in political circles, the allowable discussions, are of interest to such a small fraction of the population. You know,
but why is that? What's the?
because the whole conversation has been hijacked by the elites and the parties, and the people don't actually get, and solutions that would really benefit people don't even get considered, because the only real consideration is, well, how much is it going to cost, and who gets a slice?
Hey-o. How does that translate to property deeds and public and private partnerships?
Well, that's a rich subject. What are you talking about? Give me something more specific.
McMillan Park, for example. That's
Okay, McMillan Park, which is public. McMillan, which is historic, which was a historic, like, anti-racist gem in the center of the District of Columbia, and then got shut down, I think, after World War I. And then, but it's beautiful, and they're going to develop the shit out of it as fast as they can, because their idea of highest and best use is highest and best rent. But that highest and best use should really be about what is of use to the public. It's not only commercial buildings that all look the same. You know,
Right.
Parks are of an incredible use to the public. Amphitheaters, dog parks, skate parks in general, public space. I guess there's other public space that's not park. But why must everything be paved? It's like Washington, D.C. is in this mind of everything must be paved. There must be cement everywhere. Mixed use, mixed use, mixed use. Oh, God, more mixed use. What's wrong with parks? Pure parks.
That's right. That's right. Well, have you heard about Sao Paulo?
Brazil, beautiful. I'd love to go there. When do we go?
There's like how many people there?
Millions upon millions.
7 million, 8 million.
7, 10. Not sure. I haven't been there.
Well, apparently they're almost out of water as a municipality.
I hope it rains.
Right, right, and then we would have to store that rainwater, right, somewhere.
I don't know.
Where would we store rainwater?
Rainwater. Rain barrels?
Rain barrels,
Are a good idea.
Reservoirs,
Reservoirs are an excellent idea. Can be.
underground vaults, perhaps.
Oh yeah, you mean like that's what they were used for?
Yeah, and you can clean them, and clean it too.
Well, I don't know the ins and outs. I'd like to see. I've heard of people who've actually been in the underground vaults. I don't know what their purposes are. I think they're beautiful to observe simply from above, although I would prefer to observe them not through a chain link fence with barbed wire on top.
Oh, right. That's
I
right.
prefer to walk in like a park.
Right.
Like it was.
Right.
Like it should be.
Exactly.
Right? It's that easy.
Amen
It should
and
be that
women.
easy. But it's not that easy because people got to make money. Oh, how are we going to pay for it? Just open it up
Profit.
and mow it occasionally.
It's not feasible, Jay. It's not financially feasible to keep it apart, man.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
I'll bet it is. I'll bet it is. How about a victory garden then? How about letting people grow it and people
Right.
who are growing on it take care of it? How about encouraging some urban agriculture?
Right. Right.
Right? Like Havana, Cuba. Like
Ew.
how they saved Cuba. When Cuba, right after the USSR evaporated, so did their subsidies of Cuban sugar. And so Cuba's entire agricultural economy was devoted to the subsidized sugar bought by the former Soviet Union.
Right.
And so suddenly nobody was buying their sugar at inflated prices, so they couldn't buy the food that they weren't growing because they were growing sugar.
Right.
So suddenly they had to figure out, whoa, how do we provide our own food? And they were at, quasi-famine level. Cubans eating 1,000 calories a day, just subsisting.
Right.
For many years, and maybe some still are, but I know many. It's an amazing story of urban gardens and how they just started planting everywhere, rooftops, medians, anywhere necessary so that
Right.
people could grow and have food.
Sick. All right, we gotta touch upon that a little later, man.